Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna be visiting Germany. So this time I'm gonna be visiting Berlin. It's my first time in Europe and my first time in Germany. So I'm gonna be staying mostly in Berlin, but I'm also gonna visit places outside Berlin. I hope this video can give you an idea on places to visit in Germany. Hello world, and welcome to Germany.
Hello, welcome to Germany.
Welcome to Germany, guys. Don't forget to give this video a like, please share and subscribe, and please be kind in the comment section. And enjoy the video. This is our hotel. This is our hotel.
Fancy doors. Yeah, it's just food. Yeah, it still has snacks. Probably. Yeah, they can open up.
I think it's that one. Hello, so this is the hotel room. This is what it looks like in here. The bathroom. This is the closet space. This is the telly. View from outside the window. What are you having?
So what did you get?
Sausages. Different kinds of sausages. And eggs, potatoes, pancakes.
I got
And I think this is hard-boiled egg.
eggs. I got 2 of the pancakes. And then since they like Nutella so much in Germany, I tried. Well, I've had Nutella before, but not hardly very often. What is this?
So this is the iced coffee on display I saw in the picture.
It's
And
more like a ice cream shake.
I know. Better than Starbucks, I think. No, because the thing is, I saw it in the picture and I said, can I have one of these? And it turns out it's not part of the breakfast, it's like for carbs. So
Yeah.
might as well get it since I'm here. I'm gonna try it. Ooh, it's bitter. Maybe I need to shake it. Let me try it again. Yep. Remember my reaction on like the dessert in Kaffer? Like this whipped cream, like it's sweet but like not overpoweringly sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like it's sweet in it, like on a natural way. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like in New York, like it's too sweet, like it, you know, you're gonna have a toothache or something. This is not gonna, it's not gonna give you that. I think this is yogurt. Just saw something pink and pillowy and, you know, nice. So I guess let me try it. Yo, it's sweet yogurt.
You like it?
Yeah. Try it. Get some. So now, let's discuss our experience with Titanic Comfort Mitte
Yeah.
Hotel.
So this is not a huge chain of hotels, but they have several, I think 3 or 4 hotels in
Turkey.
Berlin.
And
Well, they have more hotels in Turkey, but I think they have like 3 or 4 hotels. Or maybe it's 2 hotels in Berlin and 2 other hotels somewhere in Germany.
and then in Turkey.
Yeah, because they have, I think technically it's like the hotel we stayed at was a Titanic Comfort, and then they have the ones that are just Titanic, which I think are usually a little bit fancier.
Well, one of the reasons why I found this place, because we were planning our trip to Germany and I was looking for hotels, and this is one of the hotels that popped up based on the price range I set. Usually I set the limit to like 100 to like 150 or something when I'm new to a place, because most of the time I just need a place to sleep and, you know, sleep, put my stuff, and, you know, take a shower. This is not the initial hotel that I wanted to go to. The other hotel I wanted to go to is called Now Berlin. I was looking it up during those dates. They don't have an available room for us. So I chose my second option, which is Titanic Comfort Mitte. And since we're not familiar with Berlin, the layout of the city, so I don't know if this is, well, at that time I don't know if this is like the best hotel option for us, but I just decided to like book it. And the crazy thing is that this hotel is like close to like everything we need to go to, so that's
Yeah, it's
perfect, should I
in.
say?
So I would say I'm still not that familiar with Berlin, like neighborhoods and everything, but Mitte is the middle of the city, so it's close to a lot of things, and that's where, especially when you're transferring to trains to go other places, usually where we were at, we're usually going to Alexanderplatz and then transferring. If we weren't just taking the train where we were at somewhere.
Yeah, this hotel is like a block away from the subway, a block or two away from the subway, which is nice.
The U-Bahn.
And yeah, since we're not familiar with the neighborhood at that time, so yeah, I decided to like book this hotel.
Yeah, so it's a I think from what I could gather on the website, it's a Turkish hotels, and then they have some in Germany. I think that they are opening one in Egypt. Either they have or they're going to in the short future. I'm not sure why it's Titanic inspired.
Yeah.
It seems like mostly it's a name. So I guess let's talk about the room. So the room we got was, I think, what did they call it? Standard or something like that?
So.
It was pretty small.
Yeah.
It's a, I would say it's more suited for a single person.
Then I remember I was talking to you about this. It's the kind of hotel. How can I say? It's the kind of hotel meant for like short-term stay. It's not like a hotel. How can I say? I don't recommend this for like a long-term stay. Should I say? Like, let's just say if you're just gonna stay in the city for like a day or two, a night or two, yeah, you can stay in this hotel. But if you're gonna stay in this hotel like we did for a long period of time, like more than a week, I don't think you're gonna like it that much.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll have to see what I'll be interested to see what a larger room looks like.
Looks like in this.
Not even if it's not. If I'd never gone back to this hotel, but just a larger hotel room in Germany looks like. Or even just another one, because we only were in this one hotel room, so I'm not sure size-wise if that's more standard or if that's an outlier. But yes, it was pretty small.
But somehow we made it work. What do you think of? Well, the reason why I say like it's not meant for like long-term stay, because there are services that we needed, and somehow they couldn't provide it for us, so we had to like look for a different place. The best example I have right now is the laundry part. They don't do like in-house laundry, like laundry service. We literally have to go like stations away from this hotel just so we can do our laundry.
Well, it probably counts as a budget hotel, and most budget hotels don't do laundry for you.
Yeah, it's not like the hotel we stayed at in Philippines, like Hotel H2O. It's part of the service. And then the other hotel in Alamino City, the First Islatel, they have laundry.
Well, they didn't have laundry.
Well, they do outside laundry, but still, you pay the hotel and they just charge you extra for that. And here, they don't have that. So that's the reason why I say it's meant for like short-term stay. And here's another thing. I remember like we have leftovers from, different restaurants that we've been to. The good thing about this hotel is that they have a fridge. Or should I say a chiller?
No, I think it was like a small fridge.
A small fridge. So yeah, we can keep our leftovers. But unfortunately, they don't have microwave. So I asked the front desk if they can microwave our food for us. And it turns out they don't have like room service. How can I say? I don't know if that guy is the manager or what, the front desk guy. He gave us an attitude about it. They say, oh, we don't do that. And he asked me to like buy plates from somewhere else, and he microwaved
it's because even though they do have like plates because they have a breakfast service and they do have a restaurant. They're not allowed to really, microwave guests' food. And I think it was just they were just using like their staff room microwave. It wasn't like a service being provided. It was more of like a favor. But then that's why they didn't want to use like the plates that they have, because that would be more of the restaurant's plates.
I mean, I get that. Well, I explain it to them. Usually based on experience, like in some hotels, it's either they charge you extra for it. Some of them, they need you to ask, or they need you to sign a waiver that they're going to reheat this food for you, but they're not responsible for you if anything happens. Something like that. Like just this one incident, because don't get me wrong, because some of the staff, they're cool. I don't know. This guy, I don't know. He's just being extra at that time.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we ended up having to go out and find some paper plates. So that was a
journey.
A whole journey.
It's an experience.
And we couldn't find any cutlery at the same place, and we tried another place, but they did I think. Did they give us cutlery, or we found it? Okay.
They gave us cutleries as well. Well, the guy gave us cutleries, but still.
Couldn't use a plate to microwave, but they would let us use cutlery.
I could have been okay with like tipping them if, I don't know, they just being extra. That's the reason why I say like it's meant for like short-term stay, because like probably I don't know what kind of hotel we need to look for. Maybe it's one of the amenities we need to look for, that they have a microwave and room service.
If you look for it on a website, you can filter by microwave. Although, sometimes websites are not always 100% accurate.
Yeah, so we have to experience it as well. So yeah, we need to look for a hotel that has room service as well. So if ever we have leftovers, we can, ask the hotel to like reheat our food for us. And yeah, if we had to pay extra, I guess it's fine, and I'm willing to tip for good service. It reminded me of like some of the services here in the US. Like they expect a good tip, but they don't have good customer service. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, don't get me wrong. Some of the staff are like cool. Like I experienced some, not gonna say rudeness, it's just that, I don't know, some of them need to work their customer service.
Yeah. So in terms of just your stay at this hotel, what was your experience of like just what were the things that you noticed that were different for like Germany versus like being elsewhere? So like one of the first things you notice is the elevator, right? So like in the US, when you go into an elevator, and I think it's pretty much standard everywhere that the
lobby,
the ground floor or lobby has to have a star next to it, and then it's usually L or G, and then that is the first floor.
Yeah.
And then when you go one floor up, that is the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
But in Germany, and I think maybe other European countries, I'm not totally sure, the first floor is not the ground floor. The ground floor, like you come in, is sometimes it's zero. Like when you look in the elevator, like the hotel, Titanic Mitte, it was 0. And then you go one floor up and that's 1.
I mean, I get that. You can see the signs.
Yeah. It's just like if you're going down for the first time, because like we went up and then you go down, it's it's not 1, it's 0.
Yeah, because I remember somebody argued with me about that when I cover a hotel when I was working, and they asked me to cover a hotel, and one customer argued about that, like, oh, you said first floor, so he went up, and I just looked at him, because like, well, why did you press number 2 if it's first floor? Basically common sense. That's the problem in the US. Like people wanted to argue with you and not use their common sense sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. There's the lobby and then there's the first floor. And what do you think of the water pressure?
I do. It was fine. I didn't have any issues like we've had with a couple of hotels. Well, really, it was just the one, right? With water pressure wise.
The one in Alamino City.
The one in Alamino City. And then also heat was not an issue.
It's just the AC part.
Yeah.
Because at some point it got a little hot in the room and I wanted to turn the AC on. But the AC is not working because, it's still technically winter at that time. So I opened the window, but it's not that cold outside.
Yeah, though from what I've heard from different videos, the AC in general just doesn't really work that well in most places.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe it just was not working.
And I remember, I wish they have a bidet in the toilet as well. Well, it doesn't have to be like a fancy bidet, like a water sprayer, like the one we have in our apartment, the one I installed in our apartment.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of their toilets, I think, are similar to the one in our hotel where it's instead of having the bowl and then like the plumbing on the outside, it's all within the wall, which means you wouldn't be able to put in the kind of system we have because that we have just an attachment. Well, technically you could. I'm sure you could, but you would have to basically open up the wall in order to do so.
But yeah. Oh, and here's the thing. Wi-Fi is not as strong as the US.
Well, yeah. Well, two things. Like, it seems like the internet in general is not as good, and then the Wi-Fi at the hotel was definitely not that great.
Because we tried watching like some videos, and I remember we tried watching Invincible, and we had to like, should I say, wait for it for a little bit so we can watch it, the full episode. Remember?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad. There were certain times of day where it seemed like it was quite a bit slower, but then the rest of the time it would be fine, which would make sense. It's a hotel. The hotel Wi-Fi is going to be used by guests more at very specific times of day, and then not so much the rest of the time.
Yeah, because I tried watching like some 4K videos as well. For some reason, it's having a hard time loading 4K videos. And I remember the reason why I mentioned that as well. There are times where I watch a video on YouTube and then I can scroll the internet as well at the same time. Here in the US, I couldn't do that in Germany for some reason. And I was looking it up and I think it's mostly the Wi-Fi. Because it's not, should I say, fast enough or strong enough? What's the right word to use?
Both would work in that context.
But you can still use the Wi-Fi, the internet, but not as fast as the US. I thought like Wi-Fi in the US is shitty.
So you got to experience the German windows, or I think they have them in other parts of Europe, but I don't know which parts exactly. So yeah, we'll show the clip of that. Yeah, so they kind of fully open up.
I remember they have this device where you put your key card to turn the power on. Because we have that in Philippines
I wonder if that's standard for German hotels, or maybe because this is like more of a Turkish hotel.
I don't know.
It's pod. I'd be curious to know if that is standard for German hotels, or if that's more specific just because this hotel chain isn't like a German hotel chain.
Because the first time you experienced that was in Philippines.
Yeah,
remember?
And I haven't seen it anywhere else yet.
In
but
the US.
I haven't really been. The only other country I've been outside the U.S. so far is Philippines. So.
And now we visit Germany.
Yeah. So I'd be curious to know if any other people have been to Germany in hotels. Let us know in the comments if you saw that little key card thing, or if that's more unique to maybe this hotel chain. Maybe it's because it could always be something like that standard in like Turkey, but not Germany. And since this is really seems like it's a Turkish hotel chain that has opened up hotels in Germany, that they just carried that over.
Do you think we need something like that in the US? Don't you agree?
I mean, it makes sense in some ways.
Mm-hmm. No, because some people are gonna complain right away because it's an American thing to complain all the time, or it's a New York thing probably. They just see something different and they just complain right away. I'm suing right away. Oh yeah, breakfast is not. You can pay for breakfast like
Well,
extra.
breakfast is not guaranteed to be included. It depends on your room. So the room we got, it was not included, but for some people it was.
I think you need to pay extra for that.
Yeah, it might be when you book the room. I don't know. It could be something like that where you could book the room and get the breakfast included.
Yeah, I was.
But you can always, even if you didn't already have it included, you can pay for it on the day of.
Yeah, I was looking at other hotels as well in Berlin, and most of the time that's the standard. Like breakfast is not included, but you can pay for it as an extra. It's not like when we visit Astoria Greenbelt in the Philippines, where it's included. Not just Astoria Greenbelt. No, the other hotel H2O, it's not included as well. So yeah, that's something to consider if you're gonna book in this hotel. If you're gonna book this hotel,
But they do have a breakfast. They do. And then there is a restaurant, but they don't really do lunch, from what I remember. It was only dinner. We never got around to eating there.
Because of our microwave situation.
Not really. It's more of like we were eating at other places. Didn't feel the need to try to eat at the hotel.
That's the reason why. Because of that experience, like, let's just eat somewhere else. Like, I got turned off by it a little bit. That's why I was eager and that's the thing, I wasn't sure if they have like if the restaurant is open during dinner as well. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't eat in this place, just the breakfast, because I know they have breakfast. I've seen people eating breakfast in here, and yeah, I decided to like eat somewhere else instead or something like that, just to avoid that guy. Because I feel like every time I ask for something and they're just gonna give me, should I say attitude or indifference? Guess I noticed that. Like, I remember a lot of German vloggers are like saying something like that. Like they need to work on the customer service part. I'm not gonna say Germans though, because I don't think this guy is German. And I've experienced like other people from, well, the other staff in the hotel, they're nicer. You know what I'm saying? But this guy's more like indifferent. Is that the word I'm looking for? Like if I say, can I ask for this and that? Then if I had to pay extra, I'm willing, but no. Like cold no. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
That could be a mix of both. That does seem like it, from what other people describe as a somewhat German attitude of just telling you the answer no. Whereas in previous episodes, I did complain a little bit about the Filipino attitude of saying yes, and then and then coming back and saying, oh well, not really
capable of doing that. But this
don't tell me yes if the answer is really no.
Well, that's the thing. That guy is not German. Because I was able to like mingle with like the local Berliners, like Germans, and they're polite. The stereotype of saying like Germans are, or should I say, cold and indifferent, I did not experience that from the Germans. I experienced that from like other tourists and non-Germans, should I say. So I don't know. But yeah, I'll recommend this hotel for short-term stay, but not long-term stay. And maybe we need to try the fancier version of this hotel.
Yeah, which I think was not that far away from where we were. But we never ended up going by there.
And I also found like a hotel close to Alexanderplatz, so maybe we can stay in that hotel as well in the future, since we have an idea on, the layout of the city.
So, any other thoughts about your stay at this hotel?
That's pretty much it. It's an experience. And yeah, I didn't see a lot of videos about this hotel on YouTube, so you can use our video as an inspiration on what to expect. Like, despite, should I say, I'm not saying negative experience, it's just an experience. You can still check into this hotel. I'll recommend it as well. But at least you know what to expect, at least.
Yeah, and just like the standard room, it might not be called a standard. It might be something different, but it's the smallest room they have. It's small. It's very small. I would compare it to the room that I first stayed when I first visited New York City, which is like it's enough room for you to get in and sleep, and that's about it. With two people, it's fine, but it's a little crowded.
It's a little crowded.
Like, especially if you are like traveling with a lot of luggage, yeah, you can do it. It's just you kind of have to move things around, and you can't just have things open. You gotta be open, close one suitcase and move it out of the way before you try to open a different one. So it obviously you can fit it all in the room, but like it's just maneuverability. You're a little bit more limited. But other than that, yeah, I would say it's a nice place to stay, and it's a good location as well.
And the price is okay. I'm not gonna say it's affordable. It's
You also depends on the time of year probably too, because I think when we traveled was not that heavily touristy season. It was still a little chilly.
Yeah, we usually travel after Christmas, because I'm pretty sure. I was looking it up as well. I think during the summer it's like busy, not just in Germany, but like pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
And then Christmas season. Yeah, those are the busy season, should I say. So it's a lot of planning when you visit a place. And yeah, I enjoy Germany. I enjoy Berlin. I need to go back. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a like, share, and subscribe. And please be kind in the comment section. And see you guys in my future video. Bye!